let me present you some key elements for understanding what the dialogic model is about. What I'm explaining you now is not my opinion. It is the result of many scientific researches among many years, conclusions published in the international scientific community. I will only highlight some key elements, but you will be able to access to all the scientific literature behind. If we want to overcome and reduce the conflicts and coercive situations many students suffer, we need to build classes, schools, and communities free of violence. What we need to know? First, to create a climate where all feel safety and free. We all, students, teachers, volunteers, family members, the whole community, need to break the silence, break the law of silence and the stigma, for instance, among younger of snitch. Second, the role of true friendship and solidarity. Scientists have identified the role of true friendship and solidarity, and therefore to become active bystanders as a preventive element of bullying and sexual harassment. Informal networks of friendship are, in many cases, the most effective systems of support for victims. On the other hand, the scientific community point out that in prevention and intervention efforts against violence, it is necessary that people stop being passive spectators and accomplices of the aggressor to become active agents who position themselves. Interactions between equals can be a key factor in identifying situations of gender-based violence and therefore preventing them. Because we see just the tip of the iceberg. So many times we arrive too late. Third, overcome second order of sexual harassment. Very, very important. It is essential for victims to have the support of those surrounding them and to prevent them from being isolated. To protect those who support victims is crucial. It means the overcoming of second order of sexual harassment. Then victims can become survivors. Fourth, friendship excludes violence and makes attractive those who position. Treating people well becomes an attractive behavior. This attitude is present in all activities and spaces. It is not a course. It is not a specific program. It is a position against violence, a brave and attractive position present all around. Fifth, the dialogic model is grounded on the preventive socialization on gender violence. That is the study of social interactions, media, peers, family, schools, that promotes learning of attractiveness models linked to violence, and at the same time includes working on the attractiveness of respect, dialogue, and equality, providing examples of the link between these values and passion and sex appeal. A special attention to the coercive dominant discourse. The existence of a coercive dominant discourse that associates attraction with violence and influences the socialization processes of many girls during their sexual affective relationships awakening, which has been shown to constitute a risk factor for gender violence victimization. Also, we have to take into account the language of ethics versus the language of desire. The dialogic model focuses on how, in certain dialogues regarding those who are considered non-violent, the language of desire is missing, and how, when a conversation concerns those who exert domination over young women and practice violence, the language of desire is present. The dialogic model works on the transformation of the language of desire imposed by the coercive discourse by orienting these desires towards non-violent relationships. All these elements and others also need the inclusion of all the voices of the participant agents. The whole community, the whole educational community is involved in the process from the very beginning, and from this, a norm emerged through different steps to follow that you will see on the literature. This means teachers, families, as well as children are involved in the process and are active participants who discuss the norm in egalitarian dialogue. In that way, a decision is taken from below and is agreed upon by the whole community. As a consequence, all agents involved go hand in hand and not in opposite directions, as it is so often the case. Because whatever happens, while any of the successful education actions are being implemented, a clear message and actions, very important, not only the messages, but the actions, are sent by the whole community to the children. Violence is not allowed. Violence is not attractive. Violence don't like.